I'm a no limit soldier. I thought I told you. No limit soldier. I thought I told you. Oh, yes, sir. The two greatest words in entertainment. And news. Oh, I gotta put on the other show today. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. What's up, buddy? You doing all right? Shout out to William Reed, the power of the punch, baby.
Vacant has struck again.
Nah, vacant ain't struck. The power of the punch struck.
We got another top 5 for y'all today, man. It's your boy King Ron. I'm here with my G's today. What's going on? We got
And you.
North American
Two time. Oh, man. You feel me?
What's going on? We got
the former North American champion.
Viva la raza.
This man funny as hell.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying. I lie, I cheat, I steal.
Yeah.
I lie, I cheat, I steal. I don't care if you don't like me. Everybody wants to fight.
I'm gonna replace that. Yeah, we doing top 5. I say like entrance. You know what I'm saying? Not just the things, but the whole interest from walking out on stage, from hitting the stage, hitting the ramp, hitting the ring, pyro, fireworks, whatever they want to call it, all that. You know what I'm saying, y'all? I gotta adjust this real quick. You know what I'm saying? Cause last week episode, I just thought about the Lost Guerreros. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start my list off, and I'm starting off with Lost Guerreros top 5. 5 is them. Low rider entrance. They come out. We lie, we cheat, we steal. I'm talking about theme song was live as hell. And coming out there with the low riders. Don't let them have no go, you know what I'm saying? Because they hitting the switch. I don't know how he was hitting switches and holding the title out of the window and driving at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Eddie Guerrero. He was doing it all in that low rider, you know what I'm saying? Number 4, I'm going to jump into it, man. Number 4 is HBK WrestleMania 14 entries with the band, you know what I'm saying? Coming down. Who knew at the time that was gonna be like one of the matches that was gonna be like his last match for a while, you know what I'm saying? It was most definitely an emotional ass match because you can kind of tell watching the match and what was going on with everything going on with Shawn Michaels, but you couldn't see it, but you can see it. But when he came out there entrance, he wasn't as flashy as he usually be, you know what I'm saying? But they had the live band, bro, and that shit was cold as hell. They always had the live bands, and I fucked with that entrance from Shawn Michaels that year. Next, I got Undertaker. I can't remember which WrestleMania this was, but his entrance when they was coming down on the ramp and it was zombie hands reaching for him.
WrestleMania 30.
Oh man, yeah, he may have lost, but that entrance was live as hell. Undertaker, a lot of his entrances be live as hell, but yeah, that zombie jump right there, that jump did it for me. I'm back on my boy, as y'all can see. HBK is my guy. He zip lined to the ring, WrestleMania 12, where he won his title. He had the white gear on, you know what I'm saying? Dangerous as hell. That was in Madison Square Garden, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the time, I don't think nobody was zip lining to the ring, zip lining and wrestling, period, you know what I mean? But, yeah, Shawn Michaels won that one for me and shit. My number 1 spot goes to The Brood. Now, The Brood theme music is me and my guy covered one episode of Top 5. Not only was the theme hard, the entrance was even harder because you see as soon as you see the lights cut off, a ring of fire pop up, arena turn ring. They rise up inside the ring, a ring of fire, and standing there. You know what I'm saying? Like, cold is like, come on, bro. Then it continues with Gangrel entrance because he come out with the cup, the little chalice. He get on the what you call.
Hey, this shit was super absurd.
He was spit that shit out though.
Shit was super absurd.
He was this show was thick as hell.
Mine, what thick?
Right, so
yeah,
good. It wasn't
looked
there.
terrible.
That shit absurd.
Boy,
He had that
mine.
walk.
Boy, it was tripping. But yeah, like the whole image of them behind Gang Grill and him spitting the blood out and like, bro, who are these people, bro? Like, why the fuck is they coming out like this? Like, the allure that they had for me as a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got the number one spot for me, you know what I'm saying? So that's my top 5. On y'all next.
I go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Let the champ get some, baby.
Yeah.
Good. Alright, so number 5, I got the Sandman and ECW. You know what I'm saying? Come on, he came out to Metallica into the Sandman, which is like one of the greatest songs of all time. He had like 5 beers in his pocket. He was smashing himself in the head with beers and throwing beers in the crowd and shit.
When I first saw that, I was like, bro, you ain't even in the match yet. You
He
already
bleeding.
bleeding.
You know what I'm saying? He licking beer off women's titties and stuff.
So
Wow.
So you the Stone Cold is already drunk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was smoking a cigarette.
He come to the ring already
might-
drunk.
that
Stone
you
Cold
got-
got drunk after his match.
That you got a kendo stick. That man was so live.
That boy was so
man was
geeked
so
up.
drunk. Alright, so number 4, I got Finn Balor at NXT Dallas when he came out with the chainsaw.
Just
Nah,
recently saw
was
that.
fire. That shit was
live
live.
as hell.
You know,
Props is always okay with me when it comes to wrestling.
Hey, you know, Finn Balor always been like a master showman in whatever he did.
Yeah. It's like Jake the Snake coming out with the damn snake. Like, come on, fool. Leave Damien ass in the back. But then he did that one time. My boy Randy Savage got big looking at that boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, go.
Alright, number 3 is Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's Survivor Series. I want to say 1997. Is that right?
You know,
When he
you weren't
came-
born then.
God damn. But when Stone Cold came out, when he had the Austin 316 glass,
Oh yeah,
and
they
the
just
glass
shattered.
broke.
But the hell didn't break all the way.
Yeah, he had to step over and kick some of this shit out the way.
You stepped through it.
Trash ass glass.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
With
shit
the
was.
with the old Austin 316 thing,
Yeah.
when they had that loud as bass line, that shit was like, yeah, that shit was dope. So number 2, I got CM Punk at Money in the Bank 2011. Simply because of the goddamn pop he got. You couldn't even hear his theme song go over the pop. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I think that's my favorite theme song.
Yeah, that was a fucking moment. It's like Jerry Lawler said, it's like if the Chicago Bears played in the Super Bowl
in Chicago.
That's what it sounded like. You know what I'm saying?
Just get why Kanye West there,
Right.
why goddamn Bernie Mac was still alive. Everybody from Chicago in this arena watching the Bears win the Super Bowl. That's what it was like in that whole, bro. Like, it was ridiculous when we went back and watched the pop cameras shaking. Goddamn, people, you couldn't hear the commentators.
Right.
Like, it was ridiculous, bro. And now I'm talking about Stone Cold worthy pop, bro. And I don't think Stone Cold had a pop that hard, bro.
I don't even think so.
I don't think nobody had a pop like that, bro. I'm talking about hometown. Like, yeah, that whole pop ain't that whole
My number 1,
Mm.
I'm gonna fuck everybody up with this one.
No.
Because it's one of the more recent events, but like the way it looked in this presentation was like off the motherfucking meat rig. And that would be it was last week. The Inner Circle and AEW Double or Nothing.
Oh,
They
yeah.
repelled down from the stadium. Ooh.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I
That
ain't gonna lie, that was pretty
Look.
cool.
We not really
This shit
talking
looks
about how
scary as hell.
badass it was.
But yeah, that
was so
shit was
dope.
cool as hell.
They like, damn, these folks repelling down from the stadium.
And I'm like, bro, what is these folks doing? And I'm like, oh, they all doing it.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, this was fire. That shit was so
That
fun.
shit was cool as hell.
And you know what I'm saying? That was like the second big event with fans in attendance after the pandemic. And like to, you know what I'm saying, kind of end this pandemic era of wrestling like that shit. Like, that shit was out the knee way, man. Yeah.
Then you know everybody was singing the goddamn Chris Jericho theme song.
What if I become?
It ain't no way you can get away from that shit, bro. I'm talking about. I can't wait to go back so we can sing now.
In full force.
Yeah. That was your list?
Yeah, that was my list.
All right. What you got, B?
You suck. But
We sucking on championship though, baby.
So your top 5 is Kurt Angle. You suck, then you.
damn right.
Entrance.
Damn
Kurt Angle
right.
entrance was
You
live as
suck.
hell, bro.
Nah, coming in at number one. Coming in at number one though, my favorite. Hey, fuck you. Okay. It's cool, bro. I'm gonna gain my championship back.
I got it. BTS
Number one is The Rock's return in the John Cena era. Yeah. If y'all don't know how, I think I watched it. I think I watched that entrance all the time, bro. And every time that I watch it, I just get goosebumps. It's crazy.
Their wrestling field come back. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, when they announced they might be the host of WrestleMania, and everybody thought it was Justin Bieber. And everybody had themselves prepared for disappointment.
Right.
And then they hit the, if you smell,
Bruh,
oh,
everybody,
shit.
bruh, it was like, bruh, if you watched it, like every time I watch it, bruh, the goosebumps just come over because it was like, bruh, nobody ain't seen The Rock in a long ass time at that point. And then when that man just came out, everybody just shit went wild. And that theme song, that new theme, man, everybody went wild, bro. I'm talking about Rock came out just like
wrestling is back.
Hell yeah, I love that.
It's
I
like
love that.
the end of the movie when a superhero come back to
Yeah.
you in the final scene.
Yeah.
That's what that shit was. Yeah, that shit
Man.
fact.
Number 2 is on the Indies right here. This was before Walter became an NXT UK. This was his Progress interest thing. Like he had this he had these violins, like these violinists like play his theme song before he entered into the ring, man. And how cool what he was doing now with Imperium, what he did in Progress, man. That entrance right there, it just made you feel like it made Walter such a big deal. Like yeah, man, he come in to fuck some shit up, and he was their champion at that time. So he was coming to fuck shit up. So that's probably like one of my favorite. I love Walter anyway.
Yeah, I'm big on Walter. Huge on Walter, man.
That man, oh my god.
It's like, if anybody should be WWE champion right now, outside of the champions,
Walter.
But now, don't get me wrong, Roman and Bobby are the most deserving champions.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't those two right now, Walter should be in that conversation. Walter should be in your main event. Walter should be in matches with Brock Lesnar and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he is that damn good.
Exactly. Yeah, man. But I can go on all day with Walter, but that interest just made me know, like, oh yeah, he's a big deal. And they treated him as such, and you'll see why. But number three is another. I like return interests anyway, but like number 3 probably is another one. Triple H when he came back off of his quad, yeah.
That boy was
Yeah, man, when bruh, them folks, he was a damn
leather jacket.
That shit was hard as fuck though.
Who designed that?
I don't know, bro, but I need that.
That was leather with the denim vest, like nigga.
I'm talking about, bro, the pop that he got when he came back, bro. And keep in mind, Triple H was still a heel. You know,
This was fresh after the 2-man battle show.
Yeah, he was still a
He
heel.
got hurt around the time it ended.
Right, and then when he came back, man, everybody the whole shit just went erupt. That man was like, bro, it was like another moment where you got goosebumps from that entrance. Like,
not even Nick. The promo package before he came back when they played A Beautiful Day.
Yeah.
That's what they just put it all together too. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
It's
Let's put it all together.
Boy, number four, this one, Chris Jericho. I think,
Original one
nah, this one, yeah, Break the Walls Down. when he interrupted The Rock.
Yeah, that was the original.
Yeah, the original. Yeah.
No, that's not
It's like
top 5 for me.
it's like interest. I know people would think like, you know, they'll probably think like a brand like interest is like some of the interests that we name are also like it could be like just like interests to cut a promo, but it's just the impact that it made, and that's when Chris Jericho made that impact. It's still everybody you'll hear it all the time. It's still the same. It's still talked about to this day as being like one of the best debuts of all time, but also just like the interest, how everything was set up.
Yeah, everything
just made it like it made it just sing. It made it so well.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And number five, I guess I'm gonna have to go with the class. I mean, you can't go wrong with what this fuck over here is doing. You can't go wrong with the NWO. I love the entrance every time. Just like now in WCW didn't do it, but like WWE made it, cooler with the whole black and white aesthetic. Like
they had to throw the entertainment factor and shit.
Exactly.
They did start doing it when they came to WWE.
And I love anything that I can say.
Handlebar, mustache, word ass nigga.
Anything that I can say, man, about WWE's version of NWO is that they at least like made it every time when they came out, like that whole choppy black and white, like they're moving in slow motion. It just made it. It worked, and I figured that it should have been going on when they was in WCW, but who cares? I love their interest. Every time they come out. Didn't necessarily like the whole run up until after WrestleMania, but that's a story for another time. But yeah, I love that one. I definitely love that interest, man. NWO for life, baby.
That's a solid ass interest, bro. I'm gonna give you an honorable mention. I'm gonna give you an honorable mention before we get out of here, bro. The Wolfpack. I know it's the NWO, but the NWO Wolfpack, their interest. It's like them folks never came out there by themselves. It was always 12 niggas deep. I don't know how the Wolfpack ended up having more niggas than the NWO. It's like the NWO split to become the Wolfpack, but then the niggas left NWO to go to the Wolfpack.
That was like NWO's blood gang.
Oh God, man.
Wolfpack was like the Bloods and shit.
That shit was funny as hell, man. But hey,
I got honorable mention too.
what's that now?
We gotta go with first of all, I got Shinsuke Nakamura when he used to come out with Lee.
Damn, I forgot about that. Yeah.
The only violinist on Joy brand. He's a black dude. And he used to come out with that damn violin. We like, whoa, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying?
They got that violin.
That violin was dope. That shit was fire.
Hey, we ain't gonna never get out of here, man. I got another honorable mention. Holler! If you hear me! What? And the goddamn Scott Steiner WWE. Hey,
Give me a fucking mic.
He come out there. That boy was up there wrong, man. I'm come out there with the chain bell on there. Where is the hoochies? Like he looking for the freaks, bro. Like he looking for a mic and he looking for the freaks, bro. That shit is be.
Oh, and I can't remember the exact event, but I think it was in late 2015 when the Bullet Club took on the Kingdom. When it was AJ Styles and the Young Bucks, when they came out, they had all the belts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the Ring of Honor show, when they got in the ring and they flooded the ring with streamers. Ooh, that shit was fat. Yeah, that's it.
We done with the okay, hold on.
I got one. Nah,
I do got one more. Because I just watched his Smoking Skull, so shout out to the Godfather. But the Godfather interest.
Hey, I posted it on my page too. I posted it on my page too. He's on the Godfather with his California hoes.
The food train. And he came out there with about 7 women. And like, And then the funny thing is, bro, he would try to sell you a woman so he wouldn't have to wrestle you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? On TV, this was on national TV. So you can't do this no more.
And then he was
This shit
saying,
hilarious.
he was saying, roll the fatty
For
for this pimp daddy. Like that, blood up and say, pimpin' ain't easy. He said this on TV.
On national TV.
He said it on TV.
Now it might
Little
go to the
kids.
point. It
With
might
a
go
clean
to the
face.
point why he got right to censored. But little kids, mamas, daddies, grandmamas, everybody's was singing along. Nobody knew what the hell like that blunt up meant.
Nobody knew what that meant at the time.
On his ring jacket, his ring jacket said it's 429. You got him in it?
Yes,
What you
bro.
mean,
Oh
bro?
my God, bro. He been out here, bro. Shout out to the Godfather, man. Much respect, man. But we gonna get up out of here this time for real, man. I know we've been pushing it for the longest, but hey.
Here comes the Godfather with his California hoes.
Raps and Wrestling, Monday, top 5, Wednesday, Serial Corners, Sundays. We here. Where y'all at? Hopefully y'all at the CSC. Hopefully y'all at the Cool Stock channel. Every week, man. Pull up, like, subscribe, comment. We